What's up, guys? Welcome back to more FIU Dynasty. If you missed last episode, it was a huge episode. We got a bunch of guys committed. We are now ranked, as you can see in the top left. We are ranked number 23, but we have the biggest game, or the best team by far we're facing here in Week 11, 6-3 LSU. Although they have a worse record than us, they're not ranked. They are still a 92 overall team. This is a true test to see if we're an actual good team in college football, or we're just, you play in Conference USA. It's the worst conference in the whole nation, and you're not going to be able to compete with actual good teams like LSU is, overall wise at least. So this is a big test to see where we currently stand as a program. But if you guys just like, so go ahead and check it out. 100%. We again went 3-0. We are currently sitting 8-1. Top of Conference USA, Sam Houston, Kennesaw State sitting at 2 and number 3. But we'll go ahead. I do have upgrade coach skills. I'm going to hold on to these coach points for later because there might be something else I want to get. But if you missed last episode, we got 4 new commits. We added Austin Chamberlain, 3-star gem. We added the 4-star right tackle, Eric Mayo. We added another offensive lineman, Dante Head. Then we added another wide receiver, Paris Perkins. So a lot of offensive guys committing. But now we move on to other guys. We free up a lot of hours. There's a lot of guys that we are in first for, or guys that we are getting close to getting. So like I do every time, I'll do this off screen and I'll update you guys. All right, updates to the recruiting board. We're still tossing 50 on Handy and Frank Capra. We are tossing 40 on Sam Chen now. We are hard selling campus personnel. We got an A and an A+ in there, so that's good. Ben Campanaro is somebody we are visiting Week 12 against Sam Houston. We're also visiting cornerback Terrell Cummings that same week. Not because I really want him, because it would help getting Ben Campanaro as well as somebody who I really want. So we're mainly just using him as being like, hey, we really only want Ben. But Talia Handy is also visiting Week 12. So Week 12 is going to be a big week, which is next week against Sam Houston. So that's going to be a big game. Outside of that, those are really the only changes. We added some guys, gave some guys scholarships, scattered a few guys, but that's about it for recruiting this week. Now, the true test to see if we're an actual good team or we just play bad competition on the road in Death Valley against 92 overall LSU. Oh man, it's going to be a tough one. Let's jump in. Here we are, Death Valley at night. Probably one of the toughest environments you can ever play in any sport. Death Valley on the road. Especially, we're probably still an underdog in this game, considering we are in the Conference USA. They play an SEC schedule. Their schedule is way tougher than ours, but we're here to prove these haters wrong. Oh, you play in Conference USA. You don't play in the SEC. You can't play real football with the big dogs. We're here to prove that we can play with the big dogs. Maybe not win, but I'm thinking we lose. No, I'm thinking we win. I want to win, prove all these people wrong, but if we get blown out, it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of fraudulent. You play in Conference USA. But if we win, we're the real deal. Or if we lose by a little bit, it's like, yeah, you can. Still got a little way to go. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. All right, we get our first moment here on offense at the 12. Stadium Pulses, the max it can be. We're going to start with a run here. Anthony Carey cuts back up the middle. Gains 8 yards on his first carry. 3rd down 2. However, we have Jalen Brown. He's faced SEC competition, so he knows what it's like to play in these type of games. We're going to roll out right. Chidobe Awuzie. Not Chidobe Awuzie. That's the corner. It's George Awuzie. Touchdown, FIU. We score on our opening drive. I said Chidobe Awuzie. That's former Bengals corner, now Raven corner in the NFL. But it doesn't matter. George Awuzie is in the end zone. LSU is stunned. The crowd is stunned. We scored on that play. It's the 5'11" true sophomore getting us in the end zone and giving us the lead. All right, we got another offensive moment here. 3rd down and 3. Can we convert? Awuzie, he's going to jump, but he's going to scramble. Look at LSU. They got nobody there. Awuzie slides down at the 34. Now we'll face a 3rd and 5 from the 20. I don't even know what Awuzie's looking, fires over to Daryl Coffey. Makes the grab. We can't see any of the buttons. It doesn't matter. First down FIU. All right, we're moving the ball a little bit now at the 11-yard line. Start to give. Anthony Carey cuts back up the middle. Anthony Carey. Great blocking from our offensive line. We're down at the 2. Second down and 1. Give Anthony Carey. LSU's all over that. Pulls him behind. Pulls him back. Gain of nothing. It's now third down and 1. What can we do? Fire to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Sean Burke. That should have been picked off. That LSU linebacker did not even make an attempt on the ball. It's the tight end, Sean Burke. And look at that. We're up 2 touchdowns against LSU on the road. Awuzie is dialed in today. He's got 2 touchdowns. All right, LSU gets 2 field goals, so now we're up 14-6. Go with the screen. Carver blocking. Carver is not really the fastest running back. Tracked down by number 45, and it's only a gain of 2. That means it's going to have to be a field goal attempt. George Awuzie passes 3,000 career passing yards with that screen to Carver, but it's going to be 4th down for our offense. All right, we get our first moment on a field goal attempt. 4th and 4. LSU, if they make it, it'll be an 8-point game. From the right hash, the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. LSU, we're holding them to field goals. Defense, this defense might be legit this year. As we're still up by 8, with 4 to 3 seconds left. Defense is holding them off. We're bending but not breaking. And it's now 3rd down and 4 for the offense. Pushing the running back out there. How is that not pass interference? It's picked off somehow. How is that not a fucking flag? He's literally completely stopping him from getting the ball. LSU gets a much needed turnover, but what was that? Let's look at instant replay here. It's an RPO. He's literally stopping him from running the fuck. Look at this. That's pass interference. I tried throwing it because I'm assuming he's just gonna get past him. Throws behind him, it bounces off his arm and right to the fucking LSU defender. Jesus Christ. Alright, defensive moment. The crowd is quiet down. 3rd and 17 for LSU. Quarterback's got time. He's got time all day. LSU, look at this offensive line. And finally somebody gets open. It's number 18. First down LSU. How do we not get pressure on them at all? LSU has a chance to score. If they score, they can go for the 2-point conversion and tie it. At the ball, rushing 4. He's got time. I mean, Jesus Christ. Finally, we get pressure. Throws it away. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 7 for LSU. Can our defense make a stand? Their quarterback's got all day. He can scramble. He will. Cameron Tuttle tackles him before the first down. 5-star makes the play. As it's 4th and 1 for LSU, and they will go for this one. 4th and 1. What will they do? They're going to pass it. He is out. Where is man coverage? He's uncovered. Where is the man coverage supposed to be? It's man coverage and he's just uncovered. What the fuck? David Amador. He's just wide open. There's nobody within 20 yards of him. But LSU's 2-point attempt is no good. We still have the lead. 3rd and 1. And off. Carries! Got the first down. LSU scores, so now it is 22-17. Over a little over 4 minutes. Awuzie's a little banged up. We're going to start the run. And Carver gets 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Hands off Lobato. LSU's all over that one. Loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6 for the offense. What can we do here? I don't even know the play. I don't even remember what the play is, honestly. Snap it. Fires in the end zone. It's caught! Deion Briscoe. That was not the guy who I thought he was going to. I was thinking that pass was going to circle, but it's a great read. It's the 4-star Deion Briscoe. We're taking the lead back in this 4th quarter. Defense. Got to hold on for 3 minutes. All right, we get a defensive moment here. I'm assuming we're going to get the whole drive. They start on their own 25 on a 1st and 10. Quarterback's got time. Fires over the middle. It's dropped. Nice coverage by Deron Reed, the usual edge rusher. 3rd down 5. They just need a field goal to take it in overtime. Touchdown would win them the game. 3rd down 5 for LSU. He's got time underneath to an open wide receiver. We sent the blitz, just didn't get there in time. 1st down. 2nd and 10. He's got time. That's the theme. He's wide open in the middle field. Number 2 is wide open. Yeah, when you can't get pressure, somebody's going to get open, and they are going to go hurry up. And they won't. That is the 2-minute timeout. LSU driving down the field right now. 1st and 10. LSU. He's got time. Fires in the end zone. Wide open is the tight end. Touchdown LSU, and they're going to reclaim the lead. This guy looks like a long snapper. I mean, he's got no drip at all. But LSU scores. John David LaFleur in the end zone. LSU reclaims the lead. But now we have a chance to respond. 1st and 10. To the running back. Lyons is open. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Screen to Tyson Carter for the 1st down. Another screen. This one to Derek Lobato will get out of bounds. Stops the clock. 2nd and 2. Over the middle. Braden Statton holds on. 1st down. 1st and 10. Run! LSU's all over that loss of 1. Get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11. 2nd and 11 outside. Deion Briscoe drops the ball. You cannot drop that, dude. Now offense faces a 3rd down. Can we convert? We're looking. Awuzie rolling right. Awuzie is going to scramble. Good blocking on the outside. Awuzie is out of bounds at the 35. Great blocking there. 1st and 10. Underneath. That, no way. Okay, if that got picked off, actually, that's bullshit. But it's 2nd and 10 now. Awuzie short. Statton, they're all over that. We're going to call a timeout here. 30 seconds left. I did not see that linebacker there. But it's 3rd and 7 for the offense. What can we do? Awuzie over the middle. Tyson Carter holds on. We're going to go hurry up. 1st and 10. Awuzie rolling right. Awuzie. Does he have speed? He's a little tired. Awuzie down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. Hands off. Carver. He's in the end zone. Touchdown FIU. We take the lead with 19 seconds left on the clock. LSU, however, has all 3 timeouts left. Carver gets in. 1st and 10 LSU. 13 seconds left. They have 3 timeouts. They can go in the middle field if they want to. Quarterback throws outside. It's dropped incomplete. Defense got a little pressure there. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback's looking short over the middle to an open receiver. They're going to call a timeout. 6 seconds remain. LSU can only afford probably 1 more throw in the middle of the field. 1st and 10. He's looking, gets pressure, launches it deep. And it's incomplete. It's over. And we go into Death Valley. Death Valley. We pull off the upset. We beat Brian Kelly and LSU on the road. We are legit. We are a legit team. We don't just play. We do play in the conference, I say. But we are a legit college football team. Awuzie, the sophomore, 326 yards. 3 touchdowns for the true sophomore. Led a game-winning drive. Unbelievable. Upset. On the road. Toughest place to play. It doesn't matter. and make that 9 straight wins for the Panthers. Unbelievable. I was not expecting us to win that game. Owizie, 27 of 47, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Rushing, Carver, most of the carries, 17 attempts, 49 yards, touchdown, had a fumble, so did Carey. Yards per attempt wasn't good. Owizie had 10 carries himself for 50 yards and a touchdown. Receiving wise, it was Sean Burke, the tight end, 6 catches, 116 yards, a touchdown. Dion Briscoe had 6 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Tyson Carter, 5 catches, 67 yards. Jalen Brown, our top receiver, did get hurt, had 1 catch for 5 yards. The true freshman, Dennis Bowe, even got some playing time in that game. 2 sacks allowed from Michael Rebes. 9 tackles for Cameron Tuttle. TFLs for Chekwa, Abasiri, Herrick, Figures, Stefan Green. Sack for Figures. Half one for Chekwa and Stefan Green. No interceptions. 3 pass deflections from Keaton Levrone. Duran Reed, Davian Kirk, Cameron Tuttle, Messiah DeLome, Dexter Weil, all with 1. No forced fumbles. Robert went 1 for 2. We even missed a field goal and we still won. Punting, Carnegie punts, averaged 47 yards. Kick and punt return. What an upset on the road against LSU. We win. Our winning streak is now 9 straight games. And unfortunately, coming out of that upset win, we have an injury. It is to our top wide receiver, Jalen Brown. He's going to miss the remainder of the season. He should be back to if we make the conference championship, or if we're going to be in a bowl game no matter what. So he'll probably be back, guaranteed for the bowl game. Could be back for conference championship, but at least we're going to get JoJo Stone back after this week. So we lose our top pass catcher, we gain another one, but maybe we might have to go a little bit run heavy in these next few games. But a huge upset win against LSU. I think that proves that we are a legit team and not just frauds. Let's go ahead and jump next week. And we do have another commit. It is 3-star cornerback Dontrell Roth from Pahokee, Florida. I believe we also had another commit from Pahokee, Florida. He's like, you saw you beat LSU. I'm going to commit. So there we go. We had another commit to our class. Recruiting update. Talia Handy is visiting this week against Sam Houston. Ben Campanaro is also visiting this week. So is Terrell Cummings. So that's good. We move. We are in first for Sam Chen. He's in his top 3. Frank Capra is in his top 5. LSU, who we just beat. Alabama is also in on the Frank Capra sweepstakes. But we move up from 23 to 20. I think if we beat LSU, we should be higher than 20. But we're 9-1. There's also undefeated teams in the group of 5. So we'll take that. But that's the only updates we got. And now we have a home game against Sam Houston. They're sitting 5-5, 4-2 conference play. We're sitting 6-0. We have 2 more conference games remaining. Look at the conference standings. I believe if we can lose one. I don't want to, but we can lose one of these games. I don't want to, obviously. But, it's not the end of the world if we lose one of these games because Sam Houston lost. Middle Tennessee is 4-2. But we just need to win one more conference game. We needed one of these next 2 games, and we are an automatic bid into the conference title. We're sitting 9-1. Kennesaw State, 8-2. The only other team above 500 is Liberty, but they went 3-4 in conference, so they are sitting at 7-4. There we go, adding Dontrell Roth to the recruiting class. That is our 7th commit. He's got 91 speed, 93 excel. He's fast for a 3-star. His coverage, however, is bad. So he's probably somebody who will end up getting redshirted. But, 91 speed is pretty solid speed. But like I said, we'll do this all off screen and I'll update you guys. All right, updates to recruiting. Talia Handy, we are hard selling gamer. We have an A in there. I figured it might be better than just going all 50 for Send the House, so we're going to go hard selling in. We are having Frank Capra visit Week 13 against Kennesaw State. We're throwing 50 on Greg Glenn now. We're throwing 50 on Mafu Ali. but I believe those are the only ones. Alex Span, we got him a little bit more. He's got 93 kick power, so yeah, he's definitely the kicker I would want. Could be a high 70s like Carnegie was, but yeah, those are the updates to the recruiting board so far. But now, one of our last two games, we got Sam Houston at home. We are sitting at an 82 overall, number 20 in the nation. They're sitting at a 57 overall. Let's go ahead. Let's just win this game, and let's lock down Conference USA championship with this win. All right, win, and it's a guarantee we're in. We got Sam Houston. They want to win. If they win this game, it definitely would help their conference championship likeliness, but it's still very low. Let's go ahead and win this game. And somehow we already had the ball at the 7. I don't know if we had a big play or what happened. At first and goal, handoff. Try to cut that back up a little too late. Second and goal, another give. This one's Carey. Does he have the speed? Anthony Carey just has enough speed to get to the edge. In the end zone, touchdown FIU, and we score. Not even a little less than a minute into the game on offense. Let's go ahead. Let's just dominate this game and not even make it a competition. Let's not sweat this game out. All right, Sam Houston managed a field goal. So now 3rd down and 5. Over the middle to an open Dion Briscoe. Makes some nice moves down at the 13. Gain of 23 on the play. 2nd and 7 to run. Anthony Carey. He's got good blocks and he's in the end zone again. Great blocks. Great vision from Anthony Carey to cut that back left. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown FIU. 2 touchdowns for Anthony Carey. To start this game, he's continuing a pretty good senior campaign. All right, we get the ball back. Again, great field position from the 4. We're going to do a sweep with JoJo Stone. Try to cut that back up the field. We'll get 3 down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Run to Carver, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown FIU. That's 3 rushing touchdowns for the halfbacks. And look at that. We've scored 21 points in this first quarter alone. We're just too good. We're just too good. We're just too good for the Conference USA at this point in the end zone. All right, back on offense. More good field position at the 11-yard line. Awuzie scrambles left. Awuzie is going to throw in the end zone. It's an absolute prayer. It's incomplete. Kind of an errant throw there from Awuzie. Makes it 2nd and 10. He's going to pass it. Awuzie outside, a little late, and it's deflected. It's now 3rd and 10. Awuzie looking. The running back, Anthony Carey, he stopped well short of the 1st down, but we are in field goal range, so we'll kick the field goal. All right, we got a field goal, and so did Sam Houston. It's now 24-6. We got a moment here outside. Greg Carver, spin move, makes the Houston defender miss. Gets 8. 2nd and 2, screen to Carver. Absolutely no blocks, but he stiff arms. Greg Carver at the 41. Nobody blocked that guy, but Carver said, "I'll do it myself." It stiff arms him to the ground. That's Awuzie's 2nd 100 completion this season. 2nd and 10. Awuzie to Stone. Passes a little high. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. We're going to run it. And we got the 1st down. Anthony Carey moves the chains. 3rd and 10. Underneath, JoJo Stone gets out of bounds for 5 yards. Stops the clock. 2nd and 5. Awuzie to the end zone. It's JoJo Stone. Touchdown on the corner route, or the out route. I don't know what. I'm assuming it's called the corner route. I don't know. I'm second guessing myself, but he's in the end zone. Touchdown. JoJo Stone gets his 1st touchdown in a while. He missed the last few weeks with an injury, but he's back and better than ever, and we're up 28-6. All right, now a 3rd down and 3. we're facing. We're going to give it. Carey's got space. Good blocks. Carey at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Read option of Woozier, and he read that all the way. There's an injury for Sam Houston. Reggie Carrion will go down. 2nd down and 15. Woozier takes a shot, but delivers it to Tyson Carter for 6. 3rd down and 9. Woozier takes to the end zone. It's deflected, intended for Dion Briscoe. All right, offense got the field goal. It's now 34-6. We're going to give it Carver. They're going to mark him inches short on 3rd down. 3rd and 11. Sam Houston scored. 4th and 11. We're going to send the blitz. Blitz does not get there. Quarterback's got time. Launched it in the end zone right side, and it's incomplete. And it's 4th and 4. They're going to go for it again. This quarterback's got time over the middle for the first. Moves the chains. All right, 4th and 5. Can the defense stop him here on this 4th down? This quarterback's got time. Fires outside. An open receiver makes the grab. Keenan Levrone can't make the tackle. Finally down at the 5-yard line. And we face another 4th down on this drive. Defense got to make a stop. Cannot allow Sam Houston to get confidence. 4th and goal. This quarterback's got time. Faces pressure. Lofts it in the end zone. It's incomplete. Dexter Wild, the freshman, on the coverage. And with 15 seconds left on 4th and 11, they are going to go for it. 4th and 11. Quarterback's got time. Fires open receiver, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston, but it's a little too late. That'll just at least make the scoreboard look a little bit closer. And again, I can't pick onside kick, so we're just going with a regular kick, and nobody's going to go after it. And they just get the ball. Okay. Why is this? This happened last year, where if you play the moments you got to get an onside kick, it won't let you pick an onside kick. It'll just show no play. But it doesn't matter. We still pull out the victory, 34-20. Scored 14 in the 4th to make it, the game look a little bit more respectful. But we dominated. We dominated through and through. The first half was complete domination. We outscored them 31-6 in the first half. Leads to a 34-20 victory. Check out the stats. Georgia Woozier, 20 of 30, 230 yards and a touchdown, 66% completion percentage. Rushing-wise, Greg Carver, 18 carries, over 100 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Carey, however, had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Receiving, JoJo Stone in his first game back in a while, gets 9 catches, 85 yards, and the lone passing touchdown. Dion Briscoe, the freshman, 3 catches himself for 74 yards. Sean Burke, 2 catches for 41 yards. No sacks allowed from our line. Defensively, it was the true freshman Cameron Tuttle with 7 total tackles. 3 TFLs, Kellen Lindstrom, Noah Herrick, Juan Figures. Sack numbers, we had 3, Kellen Lindstrom, Noah Herrick, Juan Figures. Interceptions, we got no interceptions. Pass deflections, 2 for Dexter Wild, the true freshman. Messiah DeLome, Jermaine Bethel, Deron Reed, Jordan Shaw, and Shamar Sterling, who played a little bit in this game, got a pass deflection. Forced fumble for Sadani Gay, 2 fumble recoveries. Kicking-wise, Robert made both of his field goal attempts punting. Carnegie punted it 7 times. Kick return, Carter had a kick return for 34 yards, and Stone averaged 16 yards per return. It looked a little close to the end, but we still remain undefeated in Conference USA play, so that means, guess what? We're in the Conference USA Championship guaranteed, and now we're on a 10-game winning streak going into the final game of the season. All right, recruiting updates. Talia Handy, Ben Campanaro didn't commit, but they're into his top 3. Duke has offered on Talia Handy, but I believe it's a little too late there for the Blue Devils. But Frank Capra is visiting this week. Alabama has overtaken us. They are putting a lot clearer they like Frank Capra. Greg Glenn top 5 word first. We're first from Mafu Ali as well. Some of these other guys down there. Updates to the school. We now are number 18 in the nation. Championship contender is up to an A-. We have the 13th best championship grade. We're above teams like Penn State. Same record as teams like Miami, Boise State. some really good teams. But final game of the season is against Kennesaw State. This is most likely who will play in the conference championship. Yeah, it's a guarantee. So this is just a preview of what the conference championship is going to look like. We're 10-1. Kennesaw State 9-2. Doesn't matter who wins this game, but obviously I want to win this game so we can be a 10. So we can go into this game 11-1 and one of the best team record-wise in the nation. As we check out the college football playoff, now I don't know if we have a chance at making it, but I believe it's Southern Mississippi or Boise State loses. We could, I don't know what the percentages that we make it, but I think we have a decent shot at potentially making the college football playoff. I don't know. We probably won't, but you never know. But going over it, got Southern Mississippi, Miami, Notre Dame, USC, UCLA, Ohio State, Boise State, Clemson. You got Texas, Florida, Michigan, and Alabama currently have first-round byes. But final game of the episode, we got Kennesaw State at home. Again, win, and we should shoot up in the rankings, maybe to 17 or 16. I don't know, but this is a preview of the championship, Conference USA Championship. Kennesaw State clinched. We clinched it last week. So we'll see if we blow them out. Why couldn't we blow them again? Blow them out again. Blow them out again in the conference championship. Like I do every time. We'll do recruiting and I'll update you guys. How did the visit go? It wasn't perfect. It was a good visit. There was a clear winner. We probably, if they didn't score the touchdown there, we probably got a blowout. So we probably got more. But we are still looking very close to getting Talia handy unless Duke puts a billion hours in him. I think he should be committing. Frank Capra is visiting this week. So with a blowout win, we do have a good chance. The Cells right now aren't good. Unless he wants playing time, I don't think Frank Capra is going to be committing here. Alabama is looking like they might get him. But again, I'll do this off screen and I'll tell you guys. All right, updates to the recruiting board. Obviously, Frank Capra is visiting this week. So with a blowout, we should hopefully be getting him. I don't know. They say Kansas State is the same tier opponent as us, so that'll give us a bigger boost if we win. So that's be good. That'd be good. That's be good. We were throwing 50 on Greg Glenn, Mafu Ali. Miami has offered on Mafu Ali, which isn't good. That's why we are hard selling for him. He's got a proximity home, a minus championship contender. We can offer him that. Sucks we can't get him on a visit, but hopefully Miami just kind of backs away a little bit. Greg Glenn, we are sitting calmly in first for him. We're throwing 50 on Sam Chen. And Ben Campanara also visited week 12. His visit wasn't as good as Handy's, but, still good. He should be committing here pretty soon. Terrell Cummings' visit didn't go very good. His activity wasn't good. C-minus playing time. I didn't know where else to put him, so that visit maybe wasn't worth it. We were throwing 25 onto Jeremiah Lane, the pure runner quarterback. And we were throwing 25 onto Alex Spann, the kicker, and then 25 onto Terrell Cummings. And then we're throwing 10 onto Vonta Greenlaw, who's somebody we had on our board a little bit. He's got 80 power moves, 83 strength. Could be a nice defensive end. He's 6'6", so he can bat some balls down. But that's the updates for recruiting. But let's go ahead and go into the final game of the season, regular season, against 9-2 Kennesaw State at home. They currently sit at a 57 overall. We sit at an 82 overall, rank 18th. Let's go ahead and let's beat Kennesaw State. All right, final game of the regular season and a preview for the Conference USA Championship. It's the FIU Panthers versus the Kennesaw State Owls, one of the more recent newly added teams to the FBS. Let's go ahead and beat these boys. All right, we get our first moment here on 1st and 10. Play action. Woozy is going to roll right. Fires, and that's completely overthrown, incomplete. 1st and 10. Hands off. Anthony Carey tries to break the tackle. Gains 5 on 3rd down. And Anthony Carey will step off the field. Greg Carver in the game. On 3rd and 5. Outside, and the pass. That was a perfect pass, apparently. Misses his receiver, incomplete. All right, we got the field goal, and now Or not FIU. Kennesaw State's got it at the 36 on third down. It's an RPO to an open wide receiver, makes the catch on Davian Kerr. All right, now they got it 1st and 10 at the 15. And the defense make a stop. It's another run to number 25. Their star halfback gets 8 yards. We need to blow a win because Frank Capra, if we don't blow out Kennesaw State, he probably will go to Bama. 2nd and 2. Read option. Quarterback keeps it. Somehow, 2 guys right there just let him go by. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they're in the end zone, and they are going to take the lead here, 4:19 in the fourth quarter. Forced. 3rd and 2. We're going to pass it to JoJo Stone. The little bubble route gets the first down at the 12. 1st and 10. Short. JoJo Stone, 2nd straight catch, gets 6. 2nd and 4. Handoff. Carver tries to cut out the middle, is tackled. But it's 3rd down and 2 from the 4. We're going to keep it. Awuzie's got speed and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. He went the read option there. Completely fooled that defensive end. Awuzie's got speed and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. We take the lead with half a minute in the first quarter. Sophomore quarterback continuing his much improved second season. He was terrible first season. This year he's playing a lot better, a lot smarter, using his legs when necessary instead of his first option. We take the lead 10-3. My bad, I meant 10-7, and now we have another 3rd down moment, 3rd and 5 from the 37. Can the defense make the stop? It's an RPO slant. They were killing us on the RPO. All right, facing 3rd and 10. Looks like they're running the veer and shoot because they have 2 receivers all the way on the right side of the field. They're going to pass it 3rd and 10. Quarterback lofts it into the end zone. There's 2 defenders, and it's incomplete. This is Davian Kerr and Messiah Delhomme. All right, they got the field goal, so now we got it at the 25-yard line. Awuzie is going to step up. Awuzie is going to scramble. He's got speed. Gets the outside. Awuzie slide at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Awuzie is a little shaken up there. So we're going to run a slant. Cuts it back up the middle. Anthony Carey. Gains 7. We're going to motion Stone here, and we're going to hand it off to Carver, who cannot stiff arm the defense. I tried stiff arming. He didn't at all. And now we face a 3rd down and 6. Can we convert? Awuzie is going to step in the pocket. Awuzie is going to scramble. And Awuzie is going to get out of bounds and get the first down. Awuzie's legs have been critical this game. Picks up another big gain. 1st and goal. Handoff. Greg Carver. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. We're going to take the lead right back. So far it's been back and forth. We need the defense to step up here, not allow a score. The 4-star freshman or sophomore Greg Carver in the end zone. All right, 3rd and 6. We got a lot of defensive moments. We haven't had very many at all this year. 3rd and 6. Quarterback outside. Open receiver. 1st down again. All right, now they face a 3rd and 12. They're going to go with the screen. We're going to be all over that. He's going to go nowhere. He actually loses a yard, and they're going to have to punt. All right, we got to go 93 yards in 2 minutes. Starting at the 7, we're going to start with a run to Anthony Carey, who gets nice blocks. 2-minute timeout gives us some more breathing room. 1st and 10. Awuzie is going to roll out. Awuzie is going to scramble. Awuzie's got space. Awuzie slide. Gets hit at the 43. Picks up another 1st down with his legs. All right, 1st and 10 at the 43. Awuzie fires outside to JoJo Stone, gains 3. 2nd and 7, we're going to run it. Carey gains 2. He's over 100 yards already. It's 3rd down and 5. Awuzie is going to try to scramble, and he's brought down. Couldn't quite get past the D tackle, and that's going to have to be a punt. All right, defense. We've been slipping. Come on, we cannot falter at this point in the season. 3rd and 4. It's a speed option. We're all over that. Goes nowhere. And they will kick the field goal. Come on, Stadium. Let's get loud. We have the most fans we've had all series. That kick is right down the middle. They cut it to a 4-point game. 13-17. We're still in the lead. All right. 3rd down and 7 for the offense. At the 49. Short. Daryl Coffey gets the first down. Moves the chains. 3rd down and 6. And what the fuck was that? Let's see what happened. Why was it spiked at the ground? Oh, because apparently Anthony Carey's got money on Kennesaw State because he literally runs right into him as he throws it. Jesus Christ. All right, Robert missed his field goal, so now Kennesaw State has it at 13. It's a give to the wide receiver, and they're going to lose 3. 2nd and 13. RPO again, dude. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not running zone. It's 3rd down and 3. Can our defense make a stand? It's a handoff to the running back. Where the fuck was he going? He literally just ran right past the running back. What the hell was number 22 doing? Touchdown Kennesaw State, and they have the lead now. All right, we get the ball at the 10. It's now dusk. Dawn. I don't know. Sun's setting. 1st and 10 at the 10. Hands off Carey. Just, oh my god. 2nd and goal. Wouzier throws it short. That pass is absolutely airmailed. Can this guy hit a throw on the run to save his damn life? Cannot make a flow on the run. But it's 3rd and goal from the 8. We're going to motion Carver. Wouzier is going to scramble. There's no Kennesaw State defender near. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Georgia Wouzier. And is in the end zone. We're going to take the lead back. Defense, we can't let them drive down the field. Defense, it's the worst you've looked. You look better against LSU, to be honest. All right, defense, we need you guys to step up. All right, defense needs to get a stop here. 3rd and 9. Come on, let's get a sack. Let's get a sack. 3rd and 9. Quarterback's got time. Throws in the end zone. Davian Kerr's in coverage, and it's incomplete. Nice play. But it's 4th and 2 from the 28. We're going to go for it. Motion Carver. Quick pass. Briscoe goes down. Gets the first down. 1st and goal from the 2. We're going to wind this clock down a little bit. 1st and goal, handoff, Carver, and he is somehow not in, stopped at the 1. That at least takes some time off the clock. 2nd goal from the 1. This time he's in the end zone. This time it is freshman running back Derek Lobato in the end zone. And he is going to extend our lead to 8 pending the extra point. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. You guys need to step up. And we are actually going to get this entire defensive drive. 1st and 10. They're starting from their 30. All 3 timeouts remaining. They're going to start with a run. Big tackle in open field for Sterling. 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left. Quarterback's got time. He's got time. Short to an open receiver. Makes the catch. Breaks to... Jesus Christ. Bring this guy down. All right, defense. We need to get pressure. 1st and 10. RPO. Oh, my God. We can't stop a fucking nosebleed all of a sudden. They now have it at the 37. Come on, defense. 1st and 10. It's a read option. Quarterback's going to keep it. Fumbles the football. Pick it up. How do we not get the ball back? 2nd and 11. He's got time underneath to the open wide receiver. Can we get pressure on this guy? Jesus Christ. He has all day to fucking throw. 1st and 10. Kennesaw State. They have 2 timeouts. Jesus Christ. Defense, what the fuck is going on? They're not going to use their timeout. Quarterback's got time. And no, he doesn't. He's sacked. Cameron Tuttle, the freshman, makes a play. They're gonna spike it with 46 seconds left. 3rd and 17 for Kennesaw State. Quarterback's got time. Fires in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Oh my God, thought he would have got there. But it's 4th and 17. Defense needs a stop here. We're going to blitz on 4th and 17. He's got protection. Come on, get pressure on him. We do, and it's way short of the first down. And our defense barely holds on as we defeat Kennesaw State. Wow, that's the closest game we've had. Since the LSU game, but the closest game we've had in a Conference USA game in a long time. But we narrowly beat Kennesaw State. But that's not the last we'll see of them, as we'll face them in the Conference USA Championship. This is just a little pre-game. I don't know what the right term is, but we emerged victorious. We finished the regular season 11-1 and 8-0 in conference play. Great regular season, but postseason is where it matters most. As we'll check out the stats, Georgia Woozier, 16 of 2,975 yards, 55% completion percentage, no touchdown, did have an interception. Rushing-wise, Anthony Carey had a monster game, 13 attempts, 150 yards, but it was Georgia Woozier who had 11 attempts, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Greg Carver, 10 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Derek Lobato on his lone carry had a touchdown. Receiving-wise, JoJo Stone led the team with 5 catches, had 47 yards, but it was the freshman Dion Briscoe with 53 yards. Daryl Coffey, 3 catches, 43 yards. Blocking, 2 sacks allowed, 1 from Sion Perkins, 1 from Jonathan Bush. Defensively, Jordan Shaw with 12 tackles. TFL's Cameron Tuttle had 3. Bunch of guys with 1. Shaw, Kerr, Herrick, Figures, Chekwa, Sterling, Stefiling Green. Sacks, Cameron Tuttle had the big one on that final drive. No interceptions. 2 pass deflections for Kerr, 1 for Sterling, CJ Burhey, and Jordan Saul. 4 fumbles for Stefiling Green and Jermaine Bethel. We didn't recover any of them. Kicking, Robert went 1 for 2. Punting, Juan Carnegie averaged 49 yards per punt, had 1 inside the 20. Tyson Carter had 2 returns for 55 yards. Punt returns, JoJo Stone had 2 for 17. But that will conclude the regular season. We finished the regular season on an 11-game winning streak, and we're going to Conference USA Championship. But after that major victory against Kennesaw State, we do get a commit. It is Sam Chen, left guard from Gulfport, Mississippi, commits. Recruiting update, Frank Capra now puts us in first place. We barely jump Alabama. I still think Alabama is going to get it. We needed the blowout. We didn't quite get the blowout. Jermaine Lane into his top 5. We are in first. You get locked out of some guys. But we now jump up to number 16 in the nation. The championship contender is up to an A. We have the 11th best championship contender grade in the nation. And like I said, we'll be facing Kennesaw State in the Conference USA Championship rematch of the previous week. Look at this. We are currently sitting as the final team in the college football playoff. Obviously, if we lose to Kennesaw State, we will not get in. What is that? Does that star mean we've clinched? So are we in the college football playoff? Just in case that's not right, we'll still go over it. FIU, which is us, Miami, SMU, Clemson, Boise State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, UCLA, Texas, Florida, Alabama, and Michigan. I believe last year UCLA won the national championship. But before we go ahead and jump to the conference championship, we won't play it this episode. We'll play it next episode, where we will, I don't know, maybe next episode is just the bowl game. And if we make the conference championship or the conference championship, and if we make the college football playoff, that will probably just be one episode. But if we don't, and we just, I think we're gonna do conference championship and whatever bowl game. It might be one episode, it might be a little short of an episode, but it's whatever. Adding Sam Chen to the recruiting class gives us now 8 guys. Look at some of his top stats. He's got 80 run block finesse, 79 run block power, 80 pass block finesse, 77 pass block power. If we can just get his awareness up, he's probably going to be a pretty good 3-star to start out. He probably won't play though. Leah Handy is getting close to committing. We're just going to throw 50 points on him. Hopefully Duke doesn't come out of nowhere or Georgia come out of nowhere. We're in first. We're also in first for Frank Capra. But I think if we just blew out Kennesaw State, I think we would have gotten Frank Capra. But I think Alabama will sneak in. Maybe we'll get into recruiting battle. I don't know. But like I do every time, let's go ahead and do this all off screen. I'll update you guys. All right, updates to the recruiting board. We don't change anything on Handy or Capra. Greg Glenn, we are still hard selling him with that. Mafu Ali, Miami has now, figured out that, hey, this guy's a good player. We are hard selling conference legend already. Hopefully we get him. We're throwing 50 on Jermaine Lane. We're also hard selling for him. We're throwing 50 on Alex Spain. We're mainly just throwing 50 on the rest of the guys that I really want. Ben Campanaro should hopefully commit next week. Terrell Cummings, 25. Devontae Greenlaw is still 10. So those are the updates to the recruiting board. All right, updates to recruiting. Mafu Ali is into his top 3. We are first. I think Miami might have gotten there a little bit too late, but they could still steal him. They could force a recruiting battle. Terrell Cummings in his top 3. We are second. I didn't really want him. I just threw 10 minutes on him. Had a visit for the boost. I think Syracuse will get him. Alex Span is into his top 5. We are currently first. We are still ranked number 16 in the nation. Nothing else changes for our school grades. But that will do it for today's episode. Amazing episode. We're in the conference championship. I don't know if that asterisk means we're guaranteed a college football playoff spot, but I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to let it be a surprise because you never know. So does that mean if we lose this game, we're still in the college football playoff, which would be insane, but obviously I still want to win this game. We are only in year 3, and we're already in the Conference USA Championship. This was a huge jump from 6-7 all the way to 11-1, making the Conference USA Championship. Again, it's a rematch versus Kennesaw State, but it was a good game last week. But obviously, we'll do this next episode. We'll do recruiting and stuff. We got our contract extended. That's cool. I think we can fire staff, but I don't think we are going to. I don't know. We've been really good this season. Don't know if I want to make any changes to the coaching staff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of FIU Dynasty. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time in FIU Dynasty. Peace.